AI has just changed the rules in the data analyst job market forever. Resume builders, auto apply bots, mass applications spamming every single job posting. The job market now is just drowning in candidates who all look the same on paper. And if you're still relying on the old strategy of tweaking your resume and hitting the easy apply button for 100 jobs, you're not just behind, you are invisible. But here's something that no one is telling you. The game didn't end, the rules just completely changed. And most people did not get the memo. They're still playing by the old rules of 2021, where you can just slap on a Google certificate on LinkedIn and watch the interviews roll in. That era is over. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening in the data analyst job market right now, why you're getting buried, not rejected, and the exact three-part strategy you need to stand out, land interviews, and actually get hired for your data analyst job. Now, if this is your first time here, I'm Kadisha, and 5 years ago, I was delivering pizzas and Amazon packages for $8 an hour. And today I am running a community of over 60,000 current and aspiring data professionals. And I have helped thousands of other career changers break into data analytics without going back to school and wasting money on courses that simply don't work. I watch this career field transform in real time. And my only goal is to help you cut through the noise of endless information online to get you where you want to be in the least amount of time. And if you're ever interested in working with me to land your first role in data analytics, click the first link in the description. Now, let's start with the uncomfortable truth that no one wants to say out loud. AI didn't kill the data analyst job market, it just simply exposed who was never really qualified in the first place. So this is what's happening. Tools like ChatGPT, resume builders, and auto apply bots has made it effortless to apply to jobs. You can literally apply to 500 roles in a weekend without breaking a sweat. That sounds great in theory, but it really isn't, because now everyone is doing it. And when everyone can apply to everything with zero effort, the entire system gets spammed. Recruiters are now getting thousands of applications for every single data analyst role. And guess what? They all look the same. You're not getting rejected because you're simply not good enough. You're getting buried because you look like everyone else. So what does this mean for you? It means that the old playbook of polish your resume, apply to 500 jobs, and wait for callbacks is dead. And it doesn't work anymore. The market has fundamentally shifted, and if you don't shift with it, you're going to get stuck and left behind. But the good news is, while everyone else is drowning in sameness, you can rise to the top by doing what 99% of people refuse to do. That's exactly what I'm about to show you. Let me hit you with a quote that changed how I think about career transitions. Socrates said, "The secret of change is to focus all of your energy on not fighting the old, but on building the new." Read that again. You can't out resume the bots, you can't out apply the masses, and you can't win by doing what everyone else is doing, but slightly better. You need to build the new. And in today's market, the new is what I call your personal brand stack. This will be your competitive advantage, and this is what separates you from the sea of identical applicants. And this is what will get you noticed, remembered, and hired. Your personal brand stacks has 3 core pillars. Let me break them down. Pillar 1, LinkedIn is the new ATS. Here's what will blow your mind. 87% of recruiters use LinkedIn to vet candidates before they even look at your resume. That means your LinkedIn profile is not optional anymore. This is your first impression. It's your digital storefront, and this is where recruiters will decide if you're even worth their time. But here's what most people get wrong. They treat LinkedIn like a boring online resume. They list their job titles, throw in some buzzwords, and call it a day. That's not a brand, that is just white noise. Your LinkedIn needs to scream, "I am an analyst, I solve problems, and I deliver results." Your headline can't just say aspiring data analyst. That's weak and that's forgettable. It needs to say something like helping business turn data into decisions, SQL, Tableau, Python, or data analyst transforming messy data into actionable insights. Your banner, use it. Don't just leave it blank. Add a visual that reinforces your brand. Your summary, tell your story. Why data? What problems do you solve? And what makes you different? In your featured section, make sure you showcase your portfolio projects, case studies, and your wins. LinkedIn is where recruiters look first. Make sure they like what they see. Pillar 2, your portfolio equals your proof of work. Let me be blunt. Employers no longer trust claims. They trust proof. You can say you know Power BI or Tableau all day long, but if you can't show me a project where you've used them to solve problems, I'm not going to believe you. Your portfolio is your evidence. It is your show, don't tell moment. But here's the thing, most portfolios are not very good. They're filled with the same cookie cutter projects, Netflix dashboards, COVID data visualizations, Titanic survival analysis. We've seen them all 1,000 times, and so have the recruiters. You need high impact, business focused projects that can prove that you know how to think like an analyst and not just follow a tutorial. So, what does that look like? A project that solves a real business problem, whether it's customer churn, sales optimization, operational efficiency, clean professional dashboards that tell a story at a glance, consulting style slide decks that present your insights and recommendation, and clear documentation that explains your process, your thinking, and the impact. Your portfolio should make a recruiter and hiring manager thinks that, hey, this person is already doing the job. And that is how you get the interview, and that is how you can get hired. Pillar 3, you need a unique branding statement. This is where you translate your existing background into real value. Most careers changers think that their past experience is a liability. It is not. It is your secret weapon, but you need to reframe it. If you were a logistics coordinator, your branding statement could be, I optimize supply chains with data insights. If you were a teacher, it could be, I turn complex information into clear, actionable strategies. If you worked in retail, it can be, I analyze customer behavior to drive revenue growth. You see the difference? You're not starting from zero, you're building on what you already know and adding data skills on top of it. And that combination is what makes you unstoppable. All right, so now I know what you're thinking. Kadisha, this all sounds great, but I don't have the experience. How am I supposed to build a portfolio when no one will hire me? Here's the answer. Do not wait on anyone to hire you. Create your own experience. And let me show you how. Step 1, reach out to a local nonprofit. It could be a food bank, a shelter, a church, or any educational program. Any organization that runs on spreadsheets is drowning in data that they don't understand. Step 2, offer them 30 days of free analytic support. Tell them that you're looking to help organize and analyze their data, their donor list, event attendance, surveys, budgets, whatever they've got. Step 3, treat it like a paid consulting project. No, you're not going to get paid. This is free, but treat it like it's paid. Set up a kickoff call, ask smart questions. What's the real problem that they need solved? And what data do they have? And what decisions are they struggling with? Step 4, clean their data, explore, extract real insights, not just stats, but actual takeaways that they can act on. Step 5, build your deliverable dashboard in Tableau or Power BI and a consulting style slide deck using the pyramid principle. You lead with the answer, you support with key insights, and you structure it to drive decisions. Step 6, finally deliver your value in 30 days or less. Walk away with a polished case study, a project for your portfolio, bullet points for your resume, and a testimonial that prove that you're actually the real deal. So now you have real experience, real work to show, and real confidence for your interviews. And guess what? You don't need anyone's permission to do it. Okay, so now I know some of you thinking, listen, this sounds great, but I don't even know where to start. I don't have the confidence to reach out to organizations yet. I get it. And that's why I built something specifically for people like you. In my program, I provide my students with a marketing analytics consulting internship using over 3 years of actual marketing data of my business. You build real dashboards, you create strategic presentations, and you pitch to me and the team of mentors where you get real feedback and real confidence. It is the closest thing you can get to on-the-job training, and it works. I've had students go from truck drivers to process analysts, teachers to finance analysts, warehouse workers to working at Fortune 500 companies. Not because they were geniuses, but because they had proof, they had projects, and they had a brand. And that is what gets you hired in today's job market. All right, so now you have the full roadmap, not just theory, not fluff, but a real strategy that gets you to the top 1% of applicants without another degree and wasting time on another course. If you're telling yourself that you don't have the experience, now there are no more excuses. You just learned how to create your own. Now, the only question is, hey, will you actually do it? Because the people who win in this job market, they take the messy data, the unclear problems, the tight deadlines, and they deliver. And that's what this strategy trains you to do. That is what hiring managers want to see, and that is what gets you hired in today's job market. Now, if you're ever serious about breaking into data analytics, especially from a non-traditional background like I had, feel free to book a career strategy call in the link in the description. We'll map out your exact plan of attack and show you how you can achieve your goals. So don't waste another month learning the wrong things or applying the wrong way. The market is moving and you need to move with it. I'll see you in the next one.